What's up, guys? It's your boy RZUCEK back out with another Chris Watts type of video. But today we're actually taking a look at an interview that a lot of you guys have been asking about, which is the brother Frankie RZUCEK. I'm a little sad to see that this interview is so far away from, or I shouldn't say so far away from the actual murders, because the murders took place on the 13th. His interview was the 21st. So pretty much a week and a day. I kind of would like to know what he was thinking before he found out the murders. But again, I just want to dive into this video in this interview because it's almost an hour long. So with that being said, for you guys that are new here, please make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel by hitting that whiteboard icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you so very much for the love and support that you guys show on my channel. Again, I have never heard Frankie RZUCEK's actual interview. I feel very bad for the brother because he lost his sister, he lost his nieces, his soon-to-be nephew. I mean, yes, the parents lost their daughter and their granddaughters, but this man also lost a good part of his family as well. And I would like to see what he says about Chris, Shanann, and so forth and so on. So with that being said, let's get into the video.
So we're just talking to everybody in the family, just getting kind of some background information, see if there's something that you never know when you might have a piece of information that triggers something else that we need to look into and stuff like that. So we're just trying to do a thorough investigation, talk to everybody.
It's all to help Shannon, right?
Absolutely. Right. Yep, absolutely. I told you, Dad, I know this is a really tough time. I'm very sorry to have to meet you under these circumstances. I'm sorry for your loss. I can't imagine what you guys are going through. So I really appreciate you guys taking time to speak with us. And
no problem.
I know it's probably not an easy thing to do. So I really appreciate it. But like I said, we're trying to do the best, most thorough investigation we can for Shannon and the girls. So
yeah, we're just nerves, no more nerves. I don't know, like the world coming in, I just like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, let me just start off getting some information from you. It's Frankie?
Yes.
And your last name?
RZUCEK.
Same as your dad?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's weird. I just made a post like a week before all this happened. I said, you know, I'm the last one I could extend my family's last name, even though she couldn't anyway, you know. But it's just weird.
Yeah.
You know? It's just so strange.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, I'm the only RZUCEK left. There's some John, I don't even know who he is. I met him on Facebook.
Oh, really?
He's not related to me at all. It's just weird.
Huh, yeah.
So I didn't know. It's a weird last name to have someone else have.
That's not a common last name.
So. We're probably related somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Who knows? But
where is he at?
like Buffalo, New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty close to where we grew up.
Yeah.
In New Jersey. It's
oh, really?
Enough. Yeah.
What you did, sir?
November 8th, 1985.
He's 3 years older than me.
And what's a good phone number for you?
910-315-1121.
At this time, he would have been 30.
And address?
135 Forest Drive, same as him.
Okay. We'll just start off with if there's anything that you want to say or have been thinking about or anything that you think we should know.
Other than I told them, you know, she wasn't sick at all until the day he got there, which I thought was real strange. And he didn't come out to take care of her at all. She was up all night, and I kept checking out her.
So this is in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
The day he got there, he was acting real standoffish, but we never thought it, you know. Just didn't think anything. I didn't think he didn't feel good, or he was tired from the flight, or, you know. We didn't think anything. He's just, I don't know, he's acting a little weird, like distant, you know.
So even he knew.
But, I mean, if we would have known any of this, like he was talking to someone else, I mean, boy, that would have been a whole different another story.
Yeah.
But, I mean, my sister, she didn't act like anything was wrong until, you know, at all. Nothing. Like it was normal, same thing as it always has been.
She never said anything to you about them not getting along?
No, nothing.
Okay. How close were you with her?
Pretty close. She would tell me things like she wouldn't tell my parents.
Right. That's another reason we talk to everybody.
Yeah. Sisters.
And, and she told her friends things she wouldn't tell me, you know, because she wouldn't want me to worry. And she knew eventually I'd probably tell my dad or mom.
Right.
So, yeah. Like at the beach when she found out about her lupus or something, it was something going on. And it was like acting up or something. She told me in like the elevator, she's like, don't tell mom and dad. I was like, okay. You know, this was like 5 years ago. But, I was like, oh, thanks. I feel special. Thank you. But no, other than that, I mean, that's the only thing that I can say. I kept checking her, and she's always so private and so like not to worry about her. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. You know, like I'm gonna get you wet rags. She was throwing up, and she had real bad headaches. She's always had headaches. That's kind of why she had a surgery in her neck. I guess that's why she had something wrong with her discs.
Okay.
And she just had it like I don't know 5 or 6 months ago. She had to wear one of the big braces. She has a scar. But I mean, I don't sleep good. I've been depressed for a couple of years, so I don't sleep till about 5 or 6 in the morning. I'll sleep 2 or 3 hours when I'll get up, as you probably see. And I sleep when I can. And I don't know. I just kept checking out. You know, I'm in and out smoking cigarettes and whatever, and I go in and peek on her, and she slept on the couch, which I thought was odd, and that he never came out to see her or because he used to be like so like nurturing and so like. I mean, I was almost like, dude, you're a little much, dude. Like, who cares? I mean, who's like that, you know? Like, he went from being, like, the best guy I could ever picture for my sister to this guy I could care less what happens to him, you know? Like, I hugged him a week ago. Said, thanks, man. Thanks for everything. And I'll see you, you know? And he helped me with my brakes on my truck, you know? I mean, he's a very smart mechanic. He was trying to help me with them, and I mean, he's giving me advice with them and things, you know. It's just so mind blowing. When he did the interview, we kind of knew. I was like, oh, there's no doubt, especially with back in the truck and driveway. I was so mad. I wanted to get here, and I wanted to get him to the police station myself. But I'm glad that I didn't ever stop me, and they did what they did because he was stupid enough to say and blurt out things. So thank God, you know, because they'd probably still be missing. You know, we'd probably still be looking. So. But I don't know. That's the only thing I really. I don't know. I'm kind of private myself, so I was like kind of in my room a lot. So, I mean, I wish I was hung out with them more. Like being depressed, you kind of seclude yourself from people, and you know, I come out when I would feel good, and I go out and play with everybody, and I don't know. It was. If I had known any of this, I would have spent way more time and you know done way more things. I figured out, so I was like, I'll see you guys in October. I'll come up for Halloween or something, you know, and go trick-or-treating with the kids. And the only thing with the other thing was weird at when Shannon, but this is, I think, for all moms, you know, like, she was on the back porch, and, I mean, the girls could see her, literally see her, and she's on the phone, like, making a call, and she's like, okay, honey, just wait 1 minute, and they're screaming like bloody murder, like they would never see her again, like screaming, like hey, it's okay, mommy's okay. You know, see, here she is, you know. And they even if we opened the door, she'd go out to them and then they'd go play somewhere else. They just wanted to know she was there. Like by them. And I mean, that's a mom thing, but and I was like, damn, Chris, what do you, chop liver, you know? And he was like, yeah, I know, right? And that was it. And then I thought, you know, so I'm like my mom, you know. Like, hey, Dad, hey, Mom, you know, it's a mom thing. But, I don't know. He's dinner time, we had Bojangles, and they had, like, these little separate, you probably don't know what Bojangles, it's a chicken place.
I've heard of it.
They have little things of coleslaw, and they only had, like, so many for, like, the family. And there was, like, one left, and I was like, Shannon, do you want it? She's like, no, you can have it. And Chris is over here scarfing his down, but he hasn't been there, so I was like, I didn't think, you know, they already had Bojangles once or twice, and he loved it. He grew up at his house, you know, and I was like, let him eat his, you know, and I was like, Shannon, eat it. She's like, no, it's okay, I promise. I'm like, you know, just eat it, you know. She won't. I don't know, it's just how we are. We're both stubborn, you know. So it was sat there in the fridge forever till someone ate it, but I ended up eating it. But I don't know, it's just, No idea. No idea where this would even come from. I've come up with different scenarios in my head, you know. Um, I don't know. You know, like when you get mad at somebody and you know, I've been in arguments, fights with girlfriends, and, you know, they say things that'll get you into a rage. You're like, oh, hell no, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I thought maybe he could have told her, or she was like, hey, well, where'd that $60 go to on your little trip you went to the baseball game? And I think he maybe could have told her what he did. He was on a date with his new girl, and she could have said, oh, yeah, well, I was with some guy in North Carolina the whole time or something, and he could have done something and woke the girls up, and that's why he had to do that. I don't know. I could never see him hurting my sister, let alone like smacking her. I've never even heard her yell, get loud, curse. I mean, seriously, like,
You never heard
unbelievable.
any
No,
violence between them?
At our wedding, I'm crying, thanking God for him and being in my sister's life. And doing my speech, yeah. Yeah.
So one thing I just wanted to clarify, you said she got sick when he showed up in North Carolina? Is that
Yeah,
right?
well, it was that night. I don't know. We ate dinner, and he's on one side, she was on the other, but it's the table's up against the wall.
Mhm.
So, you know, that's just the way it is, because there's not much room at Mom's kitchen. And, I mean, I was like, I bet you guys missed each other, you know? You guys have fun tonight, you know? And they're like, yeah, you know. But I don't know. Now that I look at it, I kind of see it, but
Right.
then I didn't
Register.
I didn't think anything of it at all. And, but, I don't know. She just, I was in my room watching TV. It was about maybe 2 a.m, and I don't really know. It was late. Everyone was sleeping, and I heard something going on, and I went and peeked. I don't know if it was the girls or her, and I was like, "Hey, you all right?" You know, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I'm just sick." And I said, "Was it pregnancy stuff?" And she was like, "Yeah, probably." And she said, "I'm dehydrated," and that's what she sent one of her girlfriends, and she actually made a post saying she was dehydrated here in the South, but she's not. She drinks water like she's like no one's business. Really, it's constantly, and she eats nothing but vegetables. And I have a garden in North Carolina. It's constantly getting her cucumbers and my peppers, and she'd make salads and things. And she's always healthy. Always nut with that, you know, and keeping the baby healthy. That was her main thing, you know. And I was like, "Do you need anything? Can you take anything?" She was like, "No, I can't really take anything." I was like, "That's things, you know."
She was given.
I said, "Well, what can I do?" You know, she said, "It's just okay. I'll let you know." And I gave her. She asked me for some shorts. I gave her shorts. It's actually they pair I brought with me. I wear them, but and I think I checked her 2 or 3 times, and I was just making sure she was okay. I'd like peek around the corner on the couch, make sure she was okay. And I think maybe she went in there so she didn't go back in her room, wake kids up. Maybe you know. So that's what I was thinking. But I heard they got in an argument that night on the back porch. So I don't know. I don't know what the argument was about. I wasn't even there, and I think it's my dad or mom or somebody said they got in a little argument. But
Okay. So you didn't hear the argument? Someone told you they did?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know. I know it was about his parents.
I mean, if you think about it, how many people get in arguments all the time? It happens. Arguments are supposed to make your relationship stronger. So, but people blow that out of the water. Oh, they were yelling at each other. They're getting mad at each other. It's like, calm down. They just had a little argument. So deal with it.
And stuff that, you know, he had just gotten back from his parents. I think that was the night before they left to go home, maybe, because they had already went to the beach. I think it's hard for me to remember. It's just my brain is shot, really. But it was it wasn't the day. It was the day we got Bojangles, I remember. So I'm pretty sure it was the day before they left, and to actually go home. But I was like, you know, I was like, well, the guy want to hang out with his family, and she was like, you know, she was gonna spend all week with us, and on the weekends go to his house, his family's house. So they all swim, see the kids, and she's got pictures all over to prove it. And you know, the nut thing kind of set her off, and the family could care less. So she said, screw it, I'm staying at my mom's house, you know. And her and my mom butt heads a lot, so she's like, man, how do you deal with this? I'm like, hey. And they gotta do what I gotta do. And see, me and my girlfriend, we had broken up a couple months ago, so I went back to mom's house, let her keep the condo. She had kids, so you know, what am I gonna take and let you not have a house with kids? So I was like, so I'll go back home, Mom, to eat some good food, you know. But other than that, that's all I could really say. Or I lived out there for I moved out there when she first had Bella, and
You moved to Colorado?
yeah,
Okay.
and back it was like July 1st, and what's weird is I think I actually came home on August 13th, which
Oh, I didn't know he moved out there. Oh.
is weird, really weird. It's got to be around that day. 'Cause remember, it was only like 40 something days. I remember counting the days because like I don't know. I was trying to like make it out there and make her happy, and we were having so much fun. And she was like taking care of me like a mom, you know. And whether she wanted to believe it or not, she's like my mom times 10, like way more, way more. Like anal, like if you put something here, she, it goes just here.
Yeah.
Here's where it goes, you know. But and he was, I mean, he was on point with things. Like I don't know, and I wanted to go to the beach with them, but I had to work. I was starting a new job, and a lot of times when I came home, the girls were always sleeping and things. So, I don't know. She didn't say anything. I don't remember saying anything at all about him, other than about the kids and stuff. I mean, it was just normal things.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing weird. Nothing off the out of ordinary.
How long were you in Colorado?
Maybe a month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I came home to be here by October for my family, my class reunion. That's what I remember, and I was like, I'll be back, and like we both cried and we said our goodbyes, and I actually got like 2 hours away, or actually about an hour away, and I turned around and was starting to go back, so I was like, I can't leave my sister, seeing her cry, and saying goodbye to Bella and stuff. I was like, oh, it's eating me up the whole way. And I was like, I gotta turn back around, and I went back for like 20 minutes. I was like, I really want to go home, and that's when my depression was really starting. I didn't know what was going on, I just knew I was tired a lot and things, but I still got to get a doctor for that because obviously it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with it.
So this was back when Bella was born.
Yeah, and I was happy to help, with Bella, and she was so like new mom, so everything's super clean and super like everything's out of reach and things. And Cece is a whole nother story. She's a wild child. So no matter if you put things up high, she'll find it, she'll get it. That's why she did the latches on the doors and things. She was a funny kid, I tell you. They went swimming at the house, and the day I got there, I first met Cece. I didn't see my sister in like 3 years, which I hate that, being so far away. But they went swimming, and they had a great time, and I was playing with them, and there's actually a video of me with the squirt guns, and we were playing. I was having a good time. And now, they went inside and got changed in their nice clean clothes and dry clothes, and they come outside, and Bella or Cece and Bella went right by the pools, and Bella, she's just quiet and distant. She does her own little thing. Cece, she's just got to be here, get her. She's just crazy. She's a crazy little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, goes to put her foot over the pool, and Shannon's like, no, you just got changed, and she just looks at her like, dunk. I was like, oh my God. She's like, F you. And she's like, yeah, she knows I'm not gonna get up. She's tired, Yeah, I'm sure. Chasing her around all day, it was exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
It was. Even watching her was exhausting. But no, that's why we were more shocked and enraged, to even, we heard about it on the news first. Or on the computer, me and my mom were inside, and we're calling people, trying to see who's heard anything, and I heard my dad scream on the back porch, and we were like, oh my God. And we run out there, and he's crying, and we read the big scream, husband admits to murdering mother and children, and we were like, I don't know, it was awful. It was awful, something I'll never forget.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry you guys had to find out that way.
That's awful.
Not what we wanted to have happen.
I know. The way
So they
these
found
media
out.
people are, it's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So they found out through the media. They didn't find out through the police officers telling them that they found Shanann and Bella Celeste. It was the media.
And
I'm sorry.
right
to
after we
out that
found
way.
out, my family's calling. We're calling family, and this lady Carol calls, Carol McKinley from ABC News. I didn't know. I was like, "Is this Aunt Carol?" And she's like, "Yes." And I talked for about 30 minutes. You know, I was like, "Oh my God, can you believe this?" You know, crying to her. And towards the end of the conversation, she says something. I was like, "Who's this?" She was like, "Oh, this is Carol such and such." And I was like, are you for real? You let me, you know, what a piece of shit,
Yeah.
you know? And I said, well, you're not releasing any of these things I'm telling you, right? She's like, no, not unless you give me whatever access, whatever.
Consent.
Yeah. And I was like, hell no, especially since you took it from without me knowing,
Right.
you know? That's just wrong. I was so mad. And ever since then, every time I answer my phone, I'm like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Even I got their number saved.
Right.
You know? It's crazy. Like, people fucked up. They
Yeah,
really
it's
are.
terrible.
People creating fake accounts for.
You can hear the upset, the anger, the confusion, just in his voice. You can hear it.
Pay for, like I said, with the Chris thing, and
yeah, that's terrible.
I mean, we're sitting there and watching the video of this cortex. We didn't really get to see it, you know, and you know, since this Chris Watts sent you a friend request, I'm like, why send it to me?
Yeah.
Send it to some other schmuck.
Right.
It's like I was bad enough to see his face all over the internet and all over TV. You know, it's like your family went from normal life to this nightmare circus. You know, cameras everywhere, lights everywhere, people texting, calling, and everyone's been so nice, so nice. You know, it's like I don't deserve it. You know, I feel like I don't. It's not for me. It's for her and the kids.
It's for her, but you
here's this.
It.
Here's some money. I'm like, no, please. You know, I don't feel worthy. You know, and I'd do anything to have them back.
Yeah.
You know, if I can give everything back to them, you know, I would. But I don't know. Seeing him today and watching him in a video, I feel bad for him. I do.
Yeah.
I really do. I can't help it. I know what he did to my sister, and then when I saw her house the other day, I saw a garage, knowing that was where they dead bodies left. It ate me up. But seeing him and watching him today, I was just, you know, watching the video when I got the Chris Watts thing, it was like, I still feel bad for him. I have a heart in my chest, you know, I do. And we loved the guy. We did. He was my brother. And it's just crazy.
Yeah.
They never fought, never did anything, never argued. Even Shannon, when I was there, when I moved out there, she was like, "Can you tell him to be a little bit of an asshole? You know, he'd come down, call me a bitch or something, you know." And it's just one of those yes man, you know. He was in love with her. That's why he was in love. He was like obsessed. And I think maybe he probably had in his head, if I can't have you, no one will. And he either did that, and the kids had to have seen. I don't see any other way of why he would do that.
Yeah.
You know, at all.
Another woman.
I really don't. But there's no doubt in my mind my sister would never, ever, ever hurt the children.
No.
She found pistachios in my room and she went off on me. She's like, "What are you thinking? That's the worst night she could be around." I was like,
so it's kind of funny that, you know, how people nutgate saying that, oh, they went and blew up out of proportion about the her screaming at the Watts family and stuff like that. He's literally saying that he went through the same process with Shanann because of how Cece was deathly allergic to tree nuts. And for him to say, yeah, she went on me. It's like people just want to come up and just say that Shanann was this horrible person. Yeah, she maybe had flaws, okay? Who doesn't? You know how many flaws this guy has? A lot. And I guarantee she did. I guarantee the RZUCEK brother, Frankie, he's got issues. We all have issues, but that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us who we are. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be bad, but it's not something that you sit there and be like, yeah, it's a good thing that she's gone. No, just because she was a striving leadership type of woman doesn't mean that she deserved what she did. Yeah, I can understand that she had probably her OCD and she was boisterous and she put her foot down, but that's not constitute that. So how about you talk to your wife and say, hey, I can't handle this anymore. We need to dial it down. But it's just funny that Frankie was like, yeah, she went on me about it. It wasn't just like, it was a city thing. She even went on off on her brother. It really gets you upset when you hear people try to still bash Shanann. They're like, oh my gosh, you guys are so obsessed with her. It's like, it's not the obsession. It's the justice that we want to find for her. Yeah, she did some bad, or I would say she did bad stuff, but she probably had her moments where she could have probably dialed it down, but that doesn't make it right.
Like, I'm sorry, I've been here for like months. I don't know. I'm sorry. You know, they're on my shelf. And she's like, if you know CC, she can get to him. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. So I went through my room, made sure everything was, you know, everything, chocolate, whatever. And she's very protective, very protective. And I mean, she was all over them, all over them. And I don't know. She loved her kids. Loved her more than anything in this world. She wasn't even supposed to have kids. She had lupus. They told her she would never have kids. She almost had endometriosis when she was young. She had so many scares, and you know, that's all she ever wanted was kids. Every time she seen a kid, she'd always hold one and walk around the house. She'd babysit them. I don't know. I have the picture she's got with kids on her hips, all grown up. She just wanted to be a mom, and once she found out she was pregnant, it was crazy. Everyone was freaking out. I couldn't believe it, and then my parents, they all flew out. I wish I could have came, but that's when I ended up moving out here. And then they found out about CC, and I was like, this is crazy, you know. And then she found out she was pregnant again. I was like, oh boy, this is a boy this time. I know it. I had a feeling. My mom did that little test with the needle and the string.
Yeah.
And it said boy. And I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. You know, I was so excited. Because, you know, you got fun with your nieces and stuff all you want.
Right.
But boy, you can go fishing. I mean, I can do that with girls, but you know what I mean. It's
right.
Like,
No, I understand.
It's a guy.
Boy things.
Not,
yeah.
You know? And I was so excited because I don't know if I could have kids. I tried with girls all these. I'm 33 years old, you know, and I don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously something's wrong, you know. But they all have kids now. All my ex-girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and that's why I was like, well, screw it. You know, I got some nieces. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take care of them, spoil them. You know. So now I got nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Robbie down.
He says that.
Yeah.
It's gotta be tough.
Yeah, it's my only sister, my only family member.
So you said she was sleeping on the couch when she was out there. Did she do that the whole time she was there?
No, not once. Not once. Only when he was there.
Okay. Did she sleep on the couch the whole time he was there? Do you know?
He was there like one day, and then they went to the beach, and then they came back, and I'm pretty sure that was the night. And then she slept on the couch. The night before they went to the beach, they all slept in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many nights was he there?
Maybe 3. I got fast by Dad. Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep paying attention to stuff like that. It wasn't much because he was just supposed to come there and he was hanging out with us for a day, and then he was gonna go to the beach. And the last day he came back, he was gonna hang out with his family, and they were supposed to go to the beach with them. And I think they did, but they didn't meet up at all.
Really?
Because of that nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had it planned, you know. And his dad loved those kids because he did, you know. And I feel sorry for his family. They gotta go through a whole lot. You know? I could imagine what they're going through. You know, they lost nieces and their son, you know, and I'm sure some of them had love for my sister, you know, not the mom so much, but hey, it's her problem, you know.
Right.
But and I was keeping in touch with his sister through this thing, even
seems like a guy that tells it like it is.
After the interview, and oh boy, I knew immediately. And I was like, just ignore it. You know, people are going to talk crap. You know, just ignore it.
The media interview?
Yeah. No, people commenting on that, on his
video. I mean, his interview with the media?
Yeah. And people are like, oh, he's guilty. He's going to rot in hell. He's guilty as shit. And she's like trying to stick up for him. I was like, you know, just let it be. You know, and I said, we all love Chris. You know, we're all still family. You know, whether people butt heads or not, there's a family missing right now. And that's what we got to worry about, you know. And she said something. She said, you know, I'm worried. I'm scared for everybody, is what she said. And I thought that was kind of weird. You know, I'm scared for everybody. I was like, you know. But, you know, still again, Chris, not the Chris we know.
Yeah.
You know. So I was like, well. But then after, you know, like I said with the interview, I was like, this is just all too much. This is immediately him laughing. That was just not him. It's like the devil got into him. and turned him into a whole different person.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's like just shut him off. Like he was never like a hyper and happy guy. He's always kind of, I don't know. He just didn't get excited about things. He didn't really show emotion. But now he's like really not showing anything.
Yeah.
You know. But that's I mean, I was
What's his sister's name?
Frankie.
Jamie Watts. No, yeah, Jamie. Hang on. It's not Watts anymore. I'd have to go through a bunch of messages.
Oh, so they were talking.
Because I remember seeing it like in my head the other day. Hang on, I'll get it. But she was maybe me and everyone deleted and blocked each other. Me and her stayed friends at all of them because I didn't have no problems with nobody. I'm easygoing, you know. If you don't mess with me, I'll mess with you. You and Shannon have problems. That's your problem, you know. That's not on me. That's you guys, you know. And you know their family become like our family. And like I said, his dad. I mean, he posted pictures of those little girls every day, and every time Shannon posted something, he would comment and love and like it, and you know, Ronnie, he was a good dude, you know, and I can imagine they're probably losing their jobs over this, and God knows, because you know people are coming to their jobs, and parents had nothing to do with this, as far as I know. I mean, even if they did, they weren't here. They didn't make them do it. And you know, the thing with strangulation, it's like you have a chance to stop doing what you're doing, or you can continue. And then you're done with one, and you still have choices to go to the other two. You know, I don't know. I keep seeing it in my head, like in his point of view of my family's faces.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I asked God to get it away from me. I don't want to see that anymore. I don't know why. I guess like either Shannon's talent showing me or what, but I wish it would go away.
How far away is
Jamie
this
Watts Williams is her name.
Watts Williams?
Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, she
Do you have her phone number, or do you just talk to her through Facebook?
No, it's just through Facebook. Yeah.
Messenger, or do you call her on Facebook?
No, we never were close like that. This was like the only time. I think January 9th, 2014 was the last time I talked to her on here.
Oh,
okay.
Before this. But I said, she said, no one was talking to nobody for no reason. And I mean, when they went missing, and my parents, we all thought that was kind of odd, but you know, I think they were scared for their son, and they didn't want to because you know anything said could have been misconstrued. And she said to me out of nowhere, she said, "Hi, I just want you to know I'm scared for everyone involved." And I said, "Thank you. You and I both. This is crazy. We are torn up, disbelief and shock. Thanks again. Just pray as much as possible." She said, "Oh, trust me, I know I haven't said anything, but honestly, I'm trying to figure it out." She said, I just can't. People are making the most horrible assumptions. I said, "No, that's Facebook. I try not to read the comments. Some people are assholes. I'm sorry." She said, "Someone's asking me, what's the mark on his neck?" And oh boy, I saw it. I'm like, how did no one see that, you know? And I was like, I know, they are, you know, she's trying to play both sides, try to be nice, you know, even though it's eating me up. I'm still a nice guy. I don't care. Even if I put my post, I'm praying for his family. I am. I'm praying for him, you know. I said what I said the first day. You know, I said make respectful to her and to us. And she said, I appreciate that comment. I appreciated that comment. And I said, please just ignore it. We all are going through enough. We don't need the extra stress either. She said, I'm doing my best. Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. I said, thank you so much. Same here. And she did a heart. And I said, I love you guys. Stay strong. I'm so worried about them. We can't even think straight. She said, me too. I'm a mess. I said, this feels like something out of a scary movie or some nightmare. I'm in shock. I don't want to believe any of this. My sister and nieces are all I have, and Chris is like a brother to me. You guys became our family. Yes, some butt heads, but this all needs to be put aside because there is something more important thing to worry about right now. All of our sanity and the precious lives of 3 kids and my only sister. She said, I totally agree. We are family, and yes, lots of crashing heads at time, but big bold letters. We all want them home. I just can't believe the onslaught of people attacking him. I said, I understand people don't know him like we do, but don't let it bother you. It will make you insane. I know you love your bro.
It's funny that the haters don't sit here and talk about what Frankie said and how he was fighting for Chris's side at the moment before anything went downhill, and he was trying to try to defend Chris at the time. He didn't want to believe it, but the haters don't talk about this.
As we do, just ignore it and trust me. She said, trust me, I'm trying. I'm getting feisty though. My brother would never hurt anyone. I said, oh, I know, that's blood. You fight for the ones you love. I'd be the same way, which I am. Don't let it bother you. People won't stop. And once they know they got you, they'll keep going. They're heartless. And she said, they are ridiculous. And this was the next day at 11 a.m. I said, hey, I just wanted to say I love you guys. I'm praying that we get some good news soon. And she said, love y'all too. Praying so hard. And then that was at 4 p.m. So she took her all day and messaged me back. And then that's the day I'm pretty sure we found out. And that's when I said that, and I blocked her immediately. I didn't want her to see what I wrote because, she loves her brother, just like I love my sister. And I'll do whatever the hell it takes to find him, And I was trying to get out here as much as I got. If someone would have paid for my ticket, I'd have been here. And it probably wouldn't have been good, And it's probably good it happened the way it did because then nobody would know anything. Because I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It wouldn't have been good.
I can understand
that. But that was the only person I talked to. I don't talk to his parents or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband, he's a little weird guy too, but he's nice. He's a nice guy. He's just.
How far away do they live from you guys?
Spring Lake, I think. So
Spring Lake.
I don't know, it's almost towards Fayetteville. We're like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour from Fayetteville. So I only went to their mom's house once for Bella's birthday or something like that. It's before CC came, and Bella was just a little baby, but that I'm pretty sure they stay kind of close to each other. But my dad knows. He knows where they live.
Okay.
Pretty sure he knows the address and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I don't know. I was trying. It was as hard as I knew in my head. Immediately, as soon as I heard his truck back in the driveway, all the doors were locked from the inside out. Someone had to come into that garage. Someone had to leave through that garage, and that was the only way. And I immediately knew. She had stuff ripped off her bed. Her ring was on a counter. I see my sister in my head. I know my sister. I know she took her ring off. She's like, you have the house. You have everything. I just want my kids. And she probably took the kids and the phone and was going to walk out, and maybe he attacked her onto the couch. And the girls were like, mommy, and and then, I don't know. I got like 20 different scenarios that I built up in my head, but that's the only other way. Because, God knows, I've been mad enough to want to not strangle anybody, but be, I don't know, like my ex-girlfriend, she bit a hole out of my arm. And I didn't do nothing, but boy, I was so mad. I was like, Jesus, what the hell's wrong with you? I took her phone, I just was doing like this, and I was playing with her. She bit a hole. I have a scar, I'll show you. She bit a hole in my arm. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? But never. And I don't know, she would do that. I know that for a fact. I put that on my whole life.
How often did you talk with Shannon?
Not as much as I wish. She posted every day.
Yeah.
So I would comment and love and do that. And it seemed like more often I would.
I feel like he's kind of holding on to being upset that he didn't do more, or he wasn't in his sister's life a little bit more by calling her and stuff like that. Because he even said it there. He didn't almost see her for 3 years. And I feel like he's he's like hating on himself for not being there for Shanann. It's like, dude, you don't need to do that to yourself. It's not your fault. We all need to know that life could be cut short at tomorrow, the next 5 minutes. It could be 80 years. It's just, you need to know and tell your loved ones that you love them and stuff like that. But I feel like he's really going hard on himself for not being there for his sister more. So it's just kind of sad.
Like here recently before she came, I guess, because I guess I knew she was coming, and I always loved the girls' pictures and things like that. And I don't know, it's hard to remember back. I didn't really pay attention to much. I just went with the flow. My life is a whole nother crazy mess. So, trying to remember and it's, I don't know.
So I don't know a lot.
I don't know. They said there's like someone we could talk to here, like a psychiatrist or whatever. Not a psychiatrist, but I mean, we had a family doctor at home that they all got to see before they left. I don't have one, and I mean, I don't need to go see a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I would like some medication or something because I don't sleep. I don't eat. It's getting even worse. I'm sure you can see under my eyes.
Yeah.
So I'm going crazy, really in my head.
He's missing his sister.
I mean, I'm fine mentally, but you know what I mean. Like it's just.
This is a tough thing. This will wear on anybody. So
it's gonna be years.
You gotta take care of yourself, man. If you need to go see somebody, go see somebody.
Well, I guess we'll be home in a few days. We'll do something. Because I got back problems. I got spinal stenosis and neck problems, just like Shannon did. And, it's been killing me. I don't know what the heck it is. Again, when I look to the right, I gotta do this, but that's at least my worries.
Yeah.
I can fall apart. I don't care. I just, I want to get this solved and get it just deserved. To do. So
we're doing the best that we can.
I appreciate it. Thanks for everybody's help. My post, I said the cops were dragging it. I was mad. I'm sorry.
No, I
didn't
understand.
know. I know. And now
we
I
understand. Yeah.
And I was so mad. And
we're used to it.
I know. And I have nothing against cops. I have a bunch of cop friends.
No offense taken.
I just didn't. I wanted them to be found sooner, because I want to be able to see them again, and hug them.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them like they are now, which I'm probably going to, but, it's going to be rough. But I don't know. I don't remember them like that. So I don't know, because I already have enough in my head.
Yeah.
I've seen them. And I don't know why. It's like every time someone asks me, hey, what do you think happened? It's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I see it. It's like my sister's playing it for me like a film or something. It's weird. And then, I don't know if my dad told you, but the day we got here, we dropped off our stuff. We went downstairs and got off the elevator, and boom, there's a girl standing there, identical to my sister. I've never seen anybody ever look like my sister. I have a picture. I took a picture of her. Yeah, I mean, my dad, I look over and every goosebump in his body was standing up. His hair was sticking up this high. And I mean, I wanted to run up to her and be like, are you fucking with us? Are you playing?
Yeah.
Is this fake? And I went over and I literally had to go over and look at her face. And I was like, damn, too bad.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. Yeah. And then we went to the gas station to get some lighters, and this little homeless guy just walked around and he was like, stay strong. I was like, wow, I don't know. I believe in things like that.
Yeah.
He was, I get friend, every time you hear that, it's my friend request.
Friend request.
I even changed it to friend of friends,
Mm-hmm.
And it's so ridiculous.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, she had the same outfit, same hair, stopped the hair, jet black. Same type shirt, same spandex pants.
Really?
Flip flops. It was her. It was.
Maybe it's a sign.
I know. It was unbelievable. Yeah, it's like my dad said, she's telling us she's here with us,
Yeah.
But I already knew that. But, it was like I felt better. I was real sad at the moment, but I felt better. When we left, I was like, okay. But, it comes and it goes. 1 second I'm like, I forget all about it. And then I see it on TV, or I look at my phone, or, I have a tattoo about her. It's a lupus ribbon I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it. That was the first one, and my dad got one, and my mom.
I saw your dad's.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it just says Shanann, and
yeah.
But I got it before our first lupus walk that we did, and I couldn't wait to show her, and it was so sore. Oh my God, the guy who did it was like 400 pounds.
Oh really?
He sucked. It's all awful. It's got to be redone. And I swear, I could feel my whole rib cage it felt like it was tattooing my nipple. I guess because of all the nerve endings. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. But she was like, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you put it there?" I said, "Well, they said the worst place to put it was right there." And I said, "I want to feel some of the pain that you do."
Yeah.
You know. And she said, "Well, why there?" I said, "Well, close to my heart." You know. And I said, "Eventually, when you have kids, I'll put them there." You know. And she's like, "Oh," and she cried, and we hugged, and you know, it hurt for hell. It hurt like hell for days. But I don't regret it ever. I'll never regret it. And I got one here from my cousin that died 15 years ago. You know, it's like my ex-girlfriend in Canada said, you know, I've never seen anybody go through as much as you have in your life. I mean, I've been to at least 50 funerals in
Really?
my lifetime. You know, friends, family. I got no
Sisters.
grandparents. You know, I mean, I got one best friend. You know, but it's pretty crazy. People ODing all the time. You know, old friends or car accidents. You know, some of my cousin died of car accident. He was 24.
He seems like he also just wants somebody to talk to. He just wants somebody to like share his dread and his upset or being upset and stuff, and just really pulls at your heartstrings.
But July 27th, he'd have been 38. So yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride.
Been rough, huh?
Yeah, I never thought this would happen. That's for sure. You know, if you're gonna take your anchor out on my sister, God, that would have killed me. But man, you know, these poor little kids had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with anything ever. They're so happy and so full of life.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird that Bella, you know, she was hugging the hell out of me before they left, and she didn't do that the whole time. The whole time she would not let me go, and she's being silly. She was like, "Uncle Frankie's in the house." She was like deepening in her voice.
Yeah.
Oh man, it made me melt. You know, even her just when they say Uncle Frankie or even Frankie, I didn't care. You know, they didn't call me Uncle. You know, but Cece, it's too much for her to say Uncle. She's like Frankie, Uncle Frankie. But Bella, she was just a kind hearted. She was gonna be like me, I think. You know, and Cece was gonna get her in some trouble.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
it sounds like it.
I said she's a little adrenaline junkie. She's gonna jump out of airplanes. She was fearless, very fearless. If there was a snake, ooh, snake! You know, she wasn't scared of anything.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Well, those are the good memories, man. Those are the ones you want to hold on to.
Yeah, I wish I could have got to know more. You know, but thanks to Shannon and Facebook, I got to see them grow.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm glad she did that. I mean, there's millions and millions of pictures.
Yeah.
She loved those kids. All she did was take pictures. And that one picture I have is my Facebook cover. It's 4th of July. We were getting ready, and I was like, let me go get ready first before we take a picture. She's like, no, they look so cute. Let's take a picture real quick. I'm like, no, Dad, please. You know, it's like, please, I won't post it. Okay. And she posted it. And everyone loved it. So I was like, screw it. You know, and you know, I wanted to be red, white, and blue like they were. I wanted to dress up for 4th of July, you know, take them out and carry them to go see fireworks. And we get there and it's poured down rain. We missed the fireworks.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we had to go back home. But I recorded them on my phone for the girls, and they would be like, they'd be upset if you see them without them. I was like, well, I mean, they all left. Like I met them there, and when we got there, we were all hiding underneath the tent, and my dad was holding Bella, and my mom was holding Cece, or Shannon was, one or the other. And I mean, it was coming down like out of nowhere. And I thought I was gonna cancel fireworks. It was so bad. And everyone left, and I went to Panera Bread. I'm pretty sure you guys go to Panera Bread. I went to go get some broccoli soup for everybody. You know, I was gonna go home. I was like, well, I'll clear it up. I said, I want to go see the fireworks. You know, it's only gonna be 30 minutes anyway. So I stopped there, and I was like, I'm recording it for the girls. I don't even think I even watched it because I was so busy trying to record it. Yeah, and then they get to the house, and she was like, you know how mad they would be if you seen him without them. I was like, oh shit. I can say someone sent it to me, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't even think we ever showed him, you know. But the broccoli soup, I was like, can Cece have this? She was like, I don't know what's in it. I was like, I don't know. Like I'd have to look up the ingredients. I mean, she was that worried. Any little thing. Ever since she had the epileptic shock, whatever you want to call it, she's been scared to death. And she, you know, she was a nervous wreck constantly. And she followed every little thing she did. We put everything up that she couldn't eat, you know, and we bought everything she could and put it on her level. So if she went to grab something, it'd be something she wanted. And she was like everything she would read. If I had candy and I'd be like, hey, can I give them a piece? And she wouldn't let me see it. And she'd read every little word, you know. And so that's why I mean, you can look at it, you can watch one video and know she didn't do it, you know? So, but other than that, you know, other than that, that's all I really know.
Nothing else that you can think of, or any questions that we haven't asked you, anything like that?
No, just what people say, you know, that they thought that he was cheating, and Shannon said, well, if he was cheating, he doesn't have any game or something like that. I said, well, it would be something she'd say, you know, but...
She never said anything to you about it?
I wish she did.
Yeah.
I do. I wish. Because, you know, I don't know what I could have done, but I don't know.
It's not your fault.
I probably would have busted his ass in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And got it out of him, that's for sure. No matter how big he got, I ain't scared of nobody, especially for my sister. You know how many fights I've gotten to for my sister? How many times I got beat up because of my sister? You know, guys were men in school, you know, with the old their pins, they're actually pins, now stickers. They're poking her on the school bus. They're poking her, and I'm like, leave my sister, a bunch of black boys. I was like, leave her the hell alone, you know? She said stop. And I'm like, oh yeah, you gonna do something about it? And they like grabbed all their books and they like hit me on the head. And that's probably why I got neck problems. And they just stomped me out on the bus right then and there. The bus driver, they didn't do nothing. Yeah, but you know, I didn't care. I'd do anything. Yeah, it's my sister. It's my only sister. And she took me to her senior prom because I didn't have a date. You know who does that?
Oh, really?
Senior prom? Yeah. And she was loved by many men. Any guy would want to be with her. And they were upset today that she took me instead of him. But I was proud, and she always got me girls to dance with. It's all her older girlfriends and things. So I was like, I had it made growing up. I did, I like dated all her friends. She's like, what friend didn't you date? You know, like, I don't know.
Pretty much.
Got a couple. I still can. Yeah. But yeah, I'd never do nothing. If I did, I'd tell you. I promise I would. But nothing, because anything I could say to help, I would, because I'd put him under the jail if I could. But I wish I did.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to talk to us. I know it's not easy, and
thanks for trying.
I can't imagine what you guys are going through. So.
And I'm sorry for. I mean, like I told the coroner, everybody, I'm sorry that you guys had to see and do, and whoever had to find them. I can only imagine they got to see that in their head, you know.
Appreciate that.
I couldn't imagine. I feel sorry for everybody involved.
He seems like a very genuine man.
You know, I'm watching people on the news crying that I don't know who the heck they are. They don't know who they are and crying. I mean, it means a lot. It did. Like the kid last night, he said, you know, he said something about what if the one girl seen the other girl, you know, it happening to them. And he starts breaking down. I was breaking down. I'm like, man, this poor kid, he just got off work, but I went by just to drop off a baby bear, and all these kids were dropping off their favorite toys. You know, I'm like, oh man, I wish we can give it back to them and say the girls want you guys to have it. You know,
it touched a lot of lives.
Yeah, we're gonna donate them to the St. Jude or something, to give all the babies, all the bears and stuff, all the things that can be salvaged. You know, because you know what else are we gonna do? I mean, we took a couple things that we could, some cards and things, but you know. I'd like to have some of their things, you know, like their blankets and things. But you know, but I mean, it's the yard's getting bigger and bigger. They keep piling stuff up. Every time it keeps breaking my heart. Yeah. Like I want to go there so bad. I want to go in the house. Yeah. I do. As bad as I know what happened in that house, it's probably all going to hit me. But my sister loved her house. She worked very hard for what she had. And before she got with Chris, she was very wealthy. She had a huge house in Charlotte. You can look it up. Huge house. I mean, she did all on her own. She was making almost $500,000 a year at 20-something years old, like 22 years old. She was doing very good. She was very, very smart. She was very business savvy. It's like I said, she could sell ketchup to a ketchup factory. Like she could. I don't know how she did it. I mean, I know she was pretty, but she could talk and walk. You know. So, and I had a lot to keep up with. You know, competition. You know, just made me look bad. You know, you're at my mom and dad's house, and here you are in 2 houses already, 2 kids. You know, working on your 3rd, married, happy. You know, and the wedding. If you watch the wedding video, I mean, it would kill you. They're so happy. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, he was so awkward. He did like this little. He tried to do this Magic Mike dance, and he's so awkward.
Oh, really?
But he did it all for her, and got with a goofball. But you know, I made us all love him more. He did it just for her. You know. Who cared was watching, you know? And he's shy like me. I'm a shy guy, you know? I probably would never do that. I don't care how much I loved her, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. I ain't met one that loved me as much as I love them yet. So we'll see. But yeah, that was, I don't know. And it's, whoever made the video, whoever she had to edit and stuff, was fantastic. They did a fantastic job. They did. And I don't know if I'll be able to watch it again, but it's a good one, you know. And his family didn't come to the wedding. They didn't come to Cece's birthday. You know, that's upset Shannon a lot. You know, not for her, but for Cece. That's something they're gonna remember.
Right.
You know. But that's something they're gonna regret forever now.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know.
We still have those memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I appreciate you talking to us.
No problem.
Following is a collection of Frankie's social media posts.
Tell me what.
So it says, we're not going to listen to that music, but I'm sure by now everyone has seen the news about my family. Yes, it's true. He finally told investigators why and what he did to my poor, innocent, pregnant sister and nieces. I will let everyone know when it will be released. Please don't ask me any questions. It just makes you angry. I want to know why. My precious family, my one and only sibling, my sister Shanann, two adorable nieces, Bella, Celeste, and her soon-to-be found out unborn son Nico. I just want 30 seconds alone with this heartless psychopath. May Satan have mercy on his soul. He was the only one with them and backed his truck into. He was the only one with them and backed into the garage. Doesn't take a genius to know who was the suspect. My blood is boiling, and the pain, anger, and sadness I have in my heart, nothing, absolutely nothing would get in my way of taking away blank his, mine, and my entire family. Man, that's a little hard to read. On top of everything else we're going through, I walked outside and see all these news stations sitting in front of our house. They have been blowing everyone up on our phones up all the way from here to Colorado, at least 30 different news. Holy crap. There's a time and a place for things like this, all they want is ratings and who's going to get the first scoop. I told them kindly to F off. The cops were called and we told them to leave. They're just standing here. I'm not one to ask for donations or any kind of money I didn't earn, but at this time we don't know how long we have to be in Colorado, which I bet it's quite a long time, because they were there from, when were they there? Can't remember, but it's not cheap, okay? Or what we are supposed to do about this tragedy. I am so distraught and in shock with this sickening news about my beautiful sister Shanann, RZUCEK, and absolutely adorable, precious, harmless nieces Bella and Celeste, and unborn nephew Nico. I'm fine with everyone. Just keep my family in your prayers. For all the people who are helping and donating, may God bless you for helping a family in need. Some more pictures of Bella and Frankie. I let my feelings and my love for my family get the best of me on my post last night about that evil man, but I will never delete it or regret it. I meant every word. If you don't like it, put my shoes on. He stole my whole world and treated them like they were trash. I've never been so mad, sad, and enraged, hurt, heartbroken, lost, and shocked in all my life. So forgive me for how I went about it. My sister and nieces meant the absolute world to me. They made me strive to be an even better man. I wanted them to be proud of their uncle. To all my friends, family, and people all over the world who don't even know us, that I have reached out to my family and to show their love and support. Please know I read all your messages and try to reply to as many as I can. I am absolutely honored to be Shanann's brother and know she has her hand in are in on this and that her job isn't finished. The outpouring support and love is a feeling I can't describe or put into words. Although I'm lost right now and filled with sadness, I know that there is hope and people really come together to help one another when the time comes. It also gave me a difficult view on life. I can't thank you all enough. Just know I love you all and nothing is going unnoticed. There is a reason for everything. This one I can't quite figure out yet. But so far I've seen a family, a neighborhood, a city, a state, and even a country come together to help one another. I'm in awe to all of this. My sister always said. Together to help one another. I'm in awe, or my sister always said that she was going to leave her mark on this world. My sister said she was always going to leave her mark on this world. I'm starting to see it. I wish I could thank everyone personally that has not only reached out, donated, came by, brought us food, called, text, message. I can't even begin to explain how absolutely honored I am. Although I would give everything up or everything to see my family again, I'm starting to see a reason for certain things. From my broken heart to yours, thank you, and God bless all of you. Now I want to say thank you to my sister for always being my rock, my inspiration, my confidant, and my best friend. Please help me understand all of this because right now I'm lost without you. Please give the girls and my nephew a hug, kiss for me, and the rest of her family and friends in heaven. Love you, RJXOXO. Love you more. I don't know what to say. Just my sister and nieces are loved by so many. It's hard to find reasoning for such things. Find the positive in the negative, she says. Thank you, Shanann, for all that you've done and continue to do. I'm honored to call you my sister. God bless you. My prayers to his family. I pray, please don't harass them or wish them harm on anyone. God will take care of everyone and everything. They are our family and are hurting just as much. Don't just pray for us. Pray that everyone finds peace and love in their hearts through this unimaginable circumstance. Again, my family and I appreciate all the love and God bless and so forth. Definitely really hurts your heartstrings. Definitely pulls at them, tortures them. Because Chris didn't only destroy Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and Nico's lives, he destroyed hundreds, if not thousands, of lives. And the family and friends that he knew, and the people that had to take on this case and see what happened to Bella and Celeste, and it's just, and yet he wants forgiveness. Do you think there is any forgiveness for him? For me, I don't see how there could be forgiveness. But again, for it, I don't know. I've never been in this spot, and I hope I never have to feel what Frankie's gone through, let alone any death that would become as a murder. I couldn't imagine. So, with that being said, if you enjoyed my reaction towards this interview by Frankie RZUCEK, please subscribe for more. Frankie, if you're seeing this, my condolences to you and your family. Shanann has definitely made me a better person, as in to want to help strive to be a better person. And she still does that to this day. So again, I think everybody, please don't forget to share with your friends, and we will see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on. We'll see you guys in the next one.